The scent of antiseptic tickled my nostrils as I stared at the man lying motionless on the hospital bed, his face a maze of tubes and wires. To the world, he was dead. But for me, he wasn't allowed to be. The doctors and nurses assigned to him had been instructed to do whatever it took to preserve his life. He was the only direct link I had to the baby farm case I'd been working for over a year. All the others we'd had in our sights were now dead or MIA. He was the sole survivor, barely. Without him, I may never find out who were the masterminds behind the disgusting business. Beeps and whirs from the surrounding machines punctuated the silence in the room. For his safety, the patient was in a secluded wing, with only a handful of staff knowing who he was and why he was so closely guarded. Had he been awake, we would have handcuffed him to the bed, but a few weeks had passed and he remained unconscious. The outlook was bleak, but I was hopeful. I'd worked too hard to crack this case to wind up nowhere. Out of desperation, I might have even done something out of character, working alongside that lawless bastard Gunner. He knew the members of his club and their movements better than me, though, so for now, working with him was beneficial to me. A soft knock sounded on the door, and I jerked my head up. A petite blonde nurse entered. "Chief Witter," she said softly. "Dr. Collier is ready to see you now." "Thank you." I followed her out of the room, leaving a word of caution with the police officer on duty. No outsider knew about the patient, but how long could we hide it? Luckily, his family had understood this might be his only chance for survival and had agreed to us covering up his alleged death. Otherwise, we would never have been able to pull this off.